And then my mom be like, hey, they're like, Coach Ukoh, are you going to the NFL? I said, Mom, I'm 5'10" D lineman. Hey,
Yo, 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 what's up, man? We are back at it again with another episode of the Real Understands Everything podcast, or as y'all may call it, True Talk. This is, the new revamp seasons, you know what I'm saying? Like I told y'all, we ain't no longer gonna break it into like season 1, 2, or 3, but if you counting, you can say 3. We got a special guest in the house, man. A very special guest, man. This dude, I met this guy back in 2018, former teammate of mine, you know what I'm saying? He was a co-captain of, you know what I'm saying? If anybody that's from Tahlequah, man, you got to rep these guy today, man. Y'all know, man, this guy was one of the talks of the towns. Really good guy, really humble guy. Was a phenomenal player, you know what I mean? Takes his talent to coaching. You know what I'm saying? After graduating in 2019, goes into coaching. Some odd years later, he's now coaching on James Madison University staff. And if you don't know, now you know they also are in the college football 2025 playoffs, which is huge, man. They play Oregon in a couple days, man. So y'all give it up for Coach Uka Essang, man. Yes, sir.
Hey, it's a blessing to be out here with y'all boys. I'm thankful for the opportunity to talk to y'all, man.
Facts.
Hey, and shout out to my boy Eli. Hey, 918 babies.
Nah, facts, man. So, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get right into it. I'm gonna start off with we gotta start off with the river hawk, you know what I'm saying? Just cause I'm even green underneath, you feel me?
Come
We through and
on.
through today,
Come
man.
on.
So,
All right, hold
you
on.
know,
Hey, everyone do
go
that,
ahead,
man.
go ahead, go.
In front of that NSU ad, man. Shout out to the NSU boys, man.
Nah, facts, man. I just wanted to give a shout out to Coach Shell, man, all the guys at NSU doing their thing. Also,
Most
another
definitely.
shout out to let me see who's still there. My last year, that freshman year, Marquez Chapman. We call him Chat.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Chapman, man. Shout out Coach Bo
Shout out to my
Curry.
boy
He was a
Chat.
player when I was there. Man, it's really good to see the program turn around. Like we crack a lot of jokes. I've cracked personally, I've cracked a lot of jokes, you know what I'm saying? To go 0 and 21, 22 in, you know what I'm saying, our last 2 years there, my last 2 years, Uka
Yep.
went like 5 and 30, 40 something. You know, that's different talk, but
Faithful still,
man, but like, you know what I'm saying, big shout out to NSU, man, and what y'all guys doing. Hopefully I would love to see it continue to go. You know what I'm saying? You guys went 2 and something the year before just to go 9 and 3 the next year and win your bowl game. That's huge, man. So we're gonna get into it, man. Uka. Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell the people. My boy from Agtown. You don't know what Agtown is? Arlington, Texas, man.
817, baby. 817.
Tell me about your career, man. Like, how was your recruitment process? You know what I'm saying? How did you even get to NSU?
Golly. So that's the crazy thing about it. Like, so for those that don't know, like I'm a first generation American. So my mom's from Nigeria. I'm the second person in my family born in America. And my big sis was the first person. She's 5 years older than me. But I was the first person that was born or the second person born in America and the first one that played football, obviously. So obviously, growing up in Texas, like some people think it's Texas, some people think it's Georgia, Cali, Florida, but hey, I'm gonna say Texas is a football state, the football state, you know what I'm saying? But obviously, went to Martin High School, blessed to be able to go to Martin High School. Dean line coach was Anthony Gonzalez. If you don't know who that is, he's the head coach at a high school down in New Mexico now. Lovejoy, I believe, is the name. But that dude is like my father figure to me, man. Like, and like he's the one that really got me mentally and physically, like as sharp as I could be in the weight room in football. And like he made me take it like as serious as I take it now. When he was my high school coach, man, like he instilled a certain type of mentality that I just carried with me from when I was like a 12-year-old, 13-year-old freshman up until now. He's a great coach. He coached Miles Garrett, coached Chris Odom, Justin Hollins. I think he has like 3 or 4 NFL D linemen just to his name alone. And from him just being a defensive line coach, that's major though. But like I think like he's the one that I got to give all the props to, all the shout outs to because I ain't have no father figure in my life till I met him, and like he instilled the type of integrity, the type of passion, commitment, loyalty, all that really got me to how I could play in college and now coach in college as well though. But my recruiting process post senior year though was little to none, man. Like I again being the first generation American, like we didn't know anything about the recruiting process. We
Yeah.
didn't know anything about going to camps, about getting film together, setting out film. So after like high school, after like our last game in the I think it was the third round played Allen High School, lost to Kyler Murray and the boys, and then after that I was like, okay, shoot, I, I'm gonna go to college and like graduate, get my degree. I didn't think that I was gonna be playing college football because like I didn't know anything about the recruiting process. And
Mm.
then shoot, I think a couple months later, like I was a volunteer coach for the high school. I was just helping out down in spring ball. One of the coaches from NSU who went to my high school back in the day, Coach Hawthorne, I think he's still coaching high school now down in Texas right now. But he was the D line GA at the time, and he came down to recruit the high school, and then he saw me coaching, and he asked my then D line coach, "Hey, does he still play, or is he planning on playing in college?" And then after practice, he got my number from my then D line coach, Coach Rags, who's now coaching down in South Lake Carroll, who's
Mm.
playing. I think they played the Soda today actually, and
Yeah, I'm going to that game.
yeah, yes, it is. But call Coach Rags. Trags called me. He's like, "Hey, I'm about to give you your number to Coach Hartford. He's gonna call you." And it's like, "Hey, Ook, we've seen your tape from high school, and obviously during that time, like we played spring football. I think high school played spring football in like late April, early May, so it was already past signing day and all that stuff. And they're like, it's like, hey, look, we got no more scholarships though. You can play ball. Like, you want to come walk on? I said, shoot, sure. So like, hey, I
Right.
committed on the spot. Hey, I never went to NSU. Didn't know what Tahlequah, Oklahoma was. I only knew two cities in Oklahoma, OKC and Tulsa. They
Yeah.
Right.
said, hey,
Same.
you know, they said Tahlequah, Oklahoma. I said, yeah, sure, cool. Like my first time going out to Tahlequah was for freshman orientation in like July. I was like, oh shit, God, I don't know what the hell I didn't know what I signed up for.
Man,
If I just wanted to play ball, that was something, you know what I'm saying? That's how
no, I
our
feel
recruiting
that.
process went.
That's crazy. Say, I
Question.
ain't gonna
I was
lie.
gonna say I got a question for you too. Go ahead, Eli. You finished. I got a
I was
question
gonna
for
say,
him.
man, I never realized you started there as a walk on.
Yeah,
And now that you said though, I remember a couple times you saying it, but like it's just so lost in memory that I'm like, dang, I forgot, bro. Really was a walk on there. But hey,
man.
huge success story after that, man.
Hey man, to God be the glory, man. That's
Facts.
all
Absolutely.
him, not me. All him, not me.
Facts.
So Uga, listening to your story, bro. So like you had a lot of influential people in your life that helped you get to where you at. So
Facts.
how do you model your coaching style based on, the people that, helped you get to where you at?
I think that's a great question. I think I model it after everyone that I've been coached by, and like I take bits and pieces of people that I've been coached by, and then bits and pieces of people that I've coached under. So
Uh,
like I think people like would call me like a player's coach because I'm very
okay.
like, you know what I'm saying, I'm very much so like let me try and make sure the player is as comfortable
Mm-hmm.
and
Mhm.
knows as much as they know, but still like I would be hard on them obviously, but I'm not the type to like cuss them out and like dog cuss them. 'Cause that's just not me. Like I think the difference is because like just growing up in Texas and like being coached how I was coached, like I can take a ripping like an ass chewing and being yelled at, cursed at, all that good
Pause.
stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Now
I
Uga,
get it
what
crazy.
you mean by that?
Nah, 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 I'm joking. Hey, I need to say getting ripped verbally. Like
That's
getting
worse
ripped.
than the chewing.
Nah, nah,
Man.
nah, nah. Hey, you know what I'm saying? But I can take coaching and then like, but just knowing how kids are these days is like Not everyone can be coached like that.
Correct.
So I like to, you know what I'm saying? So like I like to take my experiences and mold it to a way where if you can take a ripping, I'm gonna rip you. But if you're not the type of person that can mentally take a take take a take a
Just
high
take
level
criticism, bro.
Yeah.
That's really you
criticism,
just can't take the
Yes.
criticism, right?
if you can't take like a high level of criticism, but in a certain way, like yelling, then I'm gonna do it in a different way. You know what I'm saying? So you're still getting criticized, but you're not getting like the verbal criticism that might turn you off. Because some players can't function from play to play if you rip them at that time.
Right,
Right.
So
right,
so instead of that though, like you as a coach, or you gotta find a way to criticize them and coach them up in a way that they understand but can play the next play fast. You know what I'm
right,
saying?
Yeah.
right.
So I
Okay.
just took different points from how I was coached and how I seen other people coach because the head D line coach here, Coach Daniels, shout out to him. That's my guy. Like that's my day one. Like he doesn't necessarily like as a D line staff, like we don't barely cuss them out. Like we cuss them out, okay, like when they need it. Other than that, though, like we just like coach them hard, like and coach them hard as in like, yo, like show you the film, show you how this is gonna be a critical play if this doesn't get fixed. And then if we be yelling, cuss and all that stuff, then we do that. But they do a
Yeah.
good
So
job in like of just taking the coaching point
Yeah.
and then applying it to the next day type deal. You know what I'm
that's
saying?
like
But
it's like that family type vibe from that's
oh
the
yeah, big
family
family.
coaching
Right.
styles I like to tell. Because I
Big family.
personally,
Big family.
it's what separates to me personally. I've been coached under many of coaches, but what separates a good coach from a great coach, or you could say a bad coach, is knowing your personnel. And sometimes knowing your personnel ain't
For sure.
always just like putting the right people in the right positions on the field, but it's also knowing the dialect to use. Like you may have, I mean, you and me, come from a single mom home, you know what I'm saying? Come
Yeah.
from poverty, come from, you know what I'm saying, from the hood, everybody, it ain't no secret.
Facts.
I'm used to certain things. I'm used to like,
Yeah.
okay, certain things, like, you know what I'm saying, when you're a little hard headed, you gotta know yourself personally. You know what I'm saying? So it take a certain type of dialect or a certain type of coach to try to help you see your potential versus you got a guy that like everybody he might have been a star his whole football career. I'm talking from Pee Wee football on up. He's never had nobody, bro, you're not doing that right. And then you get to college and you get a guy, he might not respond well to that. Get your you know, he might need to, hey, look, man, listen, I know you're doing this, but you kind of that's where coaching comes in.
Exactly.
You
Exactly.
gotta know your
Exactly.
personnel, man. So I respect that because, you know what I'm saying? I think also too, I feel like a part of that is like, would you say that's a part of it is because of your playing background, like being the underdog, being the walk
I don't
on
know for sure.
and seeing things that way?
I don't know for sure. Like just coming from where I came from, like I said, like um dad passed away, so my mom raised me by herself, moved to a country that she didn't have any
Sorry to hear
idea
that, man.
about. You know what I'm saying? Raised me in East Arlington, which Arlington as itself is a suburb of Dallas. But
Yeah,
East Arlington is like where all the minorities stay at. Like if you look at the if you look at the demographics of East Arlington where I grew up at, it's like I think it's like 85% Latino, like 10% white, 5% black. So it's all the immigrants in East
Right.
Arlington. So that's like the only part of Arlington that like when you look at Arlington, you see Cowboy Stadium, Texas
Right.
Ballpark, Texas Arlington University, all that. And you see, oh, hey, you know, it's a good city, but then when you go like 20 minutes east, you're like, oh, this is kind of like, you know what I'm saying? So so just growing up, how I grew up and like growing up with a humble mom that had to work her way up to like buy a house, but starting from like from the beginning and like raising me in an apartment with her, myself, my auntie, like it was like 4 or 5 people in like a 2 bedroom apartment, like at one point. You know what I'm saying? Like just knowing how my players were raised, especially like living out here in Virginia, like a lot of players are from the DMV area, like
yeah.
from Baltimore, from DC area,
Alamo.
from North Carolina. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of people that grew up like me. So like me and Coach Daniels, um, who's from Portsmouth, Virginia, which if
Mhm.
you know Portsmouth, Virginia, that
It's
is
country.
boy, that's the you talk about the hood, that's the
It is though. Yeah, it is the hood though. They get down.
Portsmouth is like 757. Hey, shout out to the 757. You know what I'm saying? But
they get down.
hey, they get down over there. So me and him, like, we connect with our D line, and we know how to get the most out of them without degrading them or having to like use all those old coaching styles. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like you said, like just knowing how they grew up because of how we grew up, like we know how to connect and coach them and get the most out of them.
Facts. Sure. I think what I want to piggyback off of that is me having different coaches throughout my career. To piggyback what you were saying is what these kids like to know is like not all that rah-rah of you yelling at them, but they want to understand the why behind what they're doing. So I'm also a defensive line coach too. So I have to do that same thing as making sure they know why they're doing something. So they're motivated as well, even when you level with them with things that's going on off the field.
Most definitely.
That's for sure. Like that's a big, I feel like that separates the good coaches from the bad coaches right there, because you can explain why you're doing something. I see too many times that these coaches really don't know what they be talking about or can't relate to the players or anything. So, and that sort of disconnect comes, and then you see the good teams and the bad teams, and that's the separation right there.
I call them internet coaches. If you can't relate to me or why I'm doing what I'm doing, you're an internet coach. I'm sorry, bro. Like you got to be able to translate. Like John come to me and say, because John's a coach too. John come to me and say, hey man, you need to run this out route, but you need to do it in 6 steps.
No, motherfucker, you getting out 1-2. You're out route 1-2. That's what I'm gonna say. Get your ass out the break. Get out the break. Not all this, Well, obviously, Uga, you don't coach the receivers, but I'm sure y'all receiver coach know what he talking about.
Oh yeah, Coach Harvey. Yeah.
What's his name?
Coach Harper.
Okay.
He's from he played at a VTech and he played for the Ravens for a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, what's his first name?
Justin Harper.
Wait, I know him.
Yeah. He played. Yeah. He was
like 3 drafts ago.
No. He an OG. Like he played for VTech back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Like
I'm thinking of a new dude.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait,
Justin Harper. So he played. Well, so he. You probably don't remember.
He played with he might have played with what's buddy name, man? Who came from Virginia Tech that was cold on defense? Oh my God, bro.
Oh, you talking about the DB?
Yeah,
Cam Chancellor.
Cam Chancellor. He might have played with him.
Actually, our corner coach played with Cam Chancellor. Coach Harper was like a couple years before them, like 2 years before them, actually.
Oh yeah, Coach Harper. Oh,
so he probably played with Vic brother.
Shout out to Coach Harper, but boy, hey.
I hope you can still show and tell, my brother.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you. That one of them like this. You gotta put your hands up like this.
That's legit how you talk. Like, hey, you got jumper cables. We got jumper cables out there now. Jumper cables, right?
Listen, bro. When you get when we are coaches at some point, bro, like you understand, like the hands gotta come, gotta get involved with the voice. And for D-line, you gotta really show them all that.
You gotta use your hands, man.
Like, bro, let me tell you. So, I heard you say earlier, you know, back in high school, before having the chance to like come to NSU, you were doing, you know, coaching a little bit. Did you always know you was gonna go into coaching? Was that something you like wanted to do?
Thanks. I mean, at a certain point in your life, you got to come to terms with yourself. Hey, I was a 5'10" D lineman. Hey, I ain't going to the league.
Right. It's just how you said it.
I ain't going to the league, bro. Hey, I knew I was going to coach regardless. And my mom be like, hey, they're like, Uche Chuku, are you going to the NFL? I said, Mom, I'm 5'10" D lineman. Hey. I said, hey.
Give us the accent again. How she kick it to you? What's the accent she gave you?
She said, Uche Chuku, bye-bye.
That's right.
I'm like, Mom, I said, hey, I can do a lot of things in life. Play in the NFL as a D lineman. I don't know, all right?
You know the funny part, bro? We was at practice one time at NSU, and one of the coaches was like, we was just talking about guys like potentially trying to make a chance to the league on the team. And Uka might said something, and the coach was like, and so One of our players, I think it was Mike.
Oh yeah, nah, like this because like as parents, they supposed to hype you up and like hype your dreams up. I'm like, Mom, I ain't gonna waste your time, bro. You ain't gotta worry about me.
Man.
Hey, I said, hey, I can get to the league. Maybe just not playing though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we got a different chance. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? But nah.
Mindset with that. But nah, that's funny, bro. Like man, I'm telling you, I could go on days for stories with Uka, man. But one of my favorite things, Uka used to lead prayer.
Oh man, boy.
And if anybody that knows where I'm going with this, so I ain't gonna say too much on the internet. But if you know, you know.
You know, you know.
But
Your boy got to stutter.
Listen, man. Well, I'm glad he said it, so now we can bring it up. So my boy, when I first met Uka, man, there was two things that stood out instantly about Uka. One, he looked like Kimbo Slice when he take his head off. Two,
you missed the clean under the hat?
I used to be.
He used to be.
Yeah, I used to be. I used to be. I used to be. I used to be. I used to be.
It went ball, but it was like he favored Kimbo. You know what I'm saying? Like you be like, that ain't bro look like Kimbo.
Okay.
So the second thing was like he had like a little slight stutter, but it went like it ain't like no stuck on S for 5 minutes. It went like that. So first practice and Uka, you know what I'm saying? Big Christian, man. Shout out. You know, we love that over here. We support him, man.
Jesus peace.
You know what I'm saying? So the end of our first team session is like Uka break down. So, you know, again, he's been there. He's considered one of the leaders on the team at the time. You know what I'm saying? I'm new. We get into prayer. You know what I'm saying? And it went no like, you know, most teams do the Lord prayer, our Father who we didn't do that. This was like a personal prayer. God, thank you for our team practice, life, health, strength. Some. And then and out of nowhere, somebody in the background, take your time. Bro, but the funny thing is, bro, it was stuff like that though, bro, that brought our team together. Like where some people get mad about it, Uka like laughed at it and embraced it, and you know, then the joke, man, what?
Finish the prayer,
man. But like, look, we finished that prayer though. I don't care if it took 20 minutes.
Hey, mine took an hour and a half. Mine was first period, but you all right though. You know what I'm saying? Got your worship in.
I wanted to ask, so did you? And I can't remember when he came in. JMU's old coach, I think he's now at Indiana. Did you
Signetti
play under him, right?
No. So it was actually just like so how I got to JMU just a blessing. So just a real quick background of where I coached at. I was a strength intern, strength and GA at Northeastern State after I got done playing in 2019. Did that for a year till COVID hit. Went back to the Caribbean, down on. And then after COVID, 2021, went up to Pittsburgh State for 2 years. Shout out to the Gorillas, you know what I'm saying? Pittsburgh, Kansas. After Pittsburgh, Kansas, I was the assistant D-line coach at UT Permian Basin down in Odessa, Texas. I was there for like a week and a half, and then University at Buffalo called me that, hey, we got your application a couple months ago. We just been going through it, but how you feel about coming up to New York? I said, shoot, I'm there right now. So I drove 22 hours from Texas to Buffalo, New York. Cold as hell up there, right by Lake Erie. Oh my God, talk about snow, boy. Oh my God, this shit was crazy. So I was at Buffalo for a year in 2023. Then after that, our head coach I went to Alabama as the co-DC. And then I was looking for, not necessarily looking for my next options, but I was exploring options. So I was just looking for who's hiring. I had a interview for a couple of schools, didn't get them, and then one day like my co-GA who was the DGA was like, yo, hey, JMU looking for a defensive line GA. And then I looked up like their record and stuff for the past couple. I'm like, oh, what you doing? Which I didn't know that the head coach had just left.
Right.
I said, shoot. I was like, hey, yeah. I said, do you know anybody at JMU I could get in contact with? He said, yeah. The D line coach was at Delaware. When I was at Delaware, and Coach Cope, who was the cornerback coach at Buffalo, knew him pretty well. So I was like, hey, yo, Coach, can you hit up Coach Daniels for me? And then he called Coach Daniels, talked me up, and then they hired me on the spot. I didn't get an interview. He was like, yo, hey, go down to Virginia like a week later, which from
That's a
Buffalo
blessing,
to
boy.
That is a blessing.
that's how it go. Either you go through the interview process or you hired on the spot. And luckily, I was hired on the spot. And then Coach Chesney was here, and his dad from Holy Cross. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Holy Cross. Over there embraced me. Got down here, and I was supposed to be like a defensive line GA, which is my technical title though. But after Coach Daniels like seen me coach and like talked to me, he's like, "Yo, hey, like you have the DNs for the past 2 years. I've been a defensive line GA, you know, but I really just work for the defensive end." So,
Right. That's
Edge
pretty cool.
rusher, boxer spilling. Are you boxer spilling, man?
you got a lot of people release, baby.
Yeah. There you go. Hit peak release, baby.
A lot of people.
The funny part about the Buffalo thing, matter of fact, I'm gonna let Mike tell it. It's a small coaching world, though. I would say that.
What's funny about the Buffalo?
Who you know?
Yeah, it's funny about
And
the
who know
Buffalo
you?
thing. It's funny about the Buffalo thing because I was actually about to go to UGA to be the GA there, but somehow that fell through. And I was actually talking with the D-line coach from Buffalo. I don't know how he got my number, but I was supposed to take that job. But at the time, that's when my son, I found out I was about to have a kid. So I didn't want to just up and leave. So I had to figure things out there. So I ultimately, because it was like a 24-hour turnaround, so I ultimately turned it down. And I lied to you not. I talked to Eli like 2 weeks later. He said, yo, my boy just took that job up there in Buffalo and whatnot. And now I know who it is. But yeah.
That's crazy.
Because
Man, small
I can't
world,
remember that
bro.
defensive line coach's name, but he
Coach
really,
Douglas?
yeah, Coach Douglas.
Douglas, yeah.
He really loves Coach Scott, who was at UGA, which was my defensive line coach.
Okay.
He always teaches that hit peak release, and I know it to a teach. So when you're sitting there saying hit peak release, I said, that's what I tell my guys right now. So I'm already knowing. So
that's the standard. Hey, that's the day one thing. If you can't look through your gap and to get off a block or make a play, hey, you can't play for me, dog. You know what I'm saying? Hey,
No,
hey that's the day one drill. Lock your hands out, peek through your gap, and the ball shows up, two gap it, make a play. That's all you got to do.
Yes.
That's all you got to do.
That's what I tell my guys now. And I'm like, this is my first year coaching at this high school that I coached at, and they lost the game right before states last year. And I watched the game that they lost, and they said they couldn't stop the run. So I was like, all right, let's turn on the tape. I turned on the tape. None of them across the board was using their hands. I said, well, that's why they got beat right there.
Bro, you can't be ripping and running through your gap, bro. Hey, that's the quickest way to, like, if you ask the players right now, the quickest way, because people think that that I'm a player's coach, I ain't gonna tweak out. Like, I don't like tweaking out. That's not my thing. Like I said earlier, hey, y'all, I'd rather coach you up, talk to you, yada yada yada.
Mm-hmm.
The quickest way to piss me off if I see you ripping and running.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, boy, use your goddamn head. What is you doing? Like, come on.
Hey, listen. Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I'm that coach that tweaks out on games.
Yeah.
After the game, I'm sitting there yelling. I'm like we just played in the States, and I'm like, bro, I feel like I just played, bro. I ain't got no energy, nothing. I'm sitting there yelling because
that's
it
how
gets
it
to a
go.
point where I'm like, bro, I'm just telling y'all to do the same 3 or 4 things, like 3 to 5 things. Hit, peek, release. Where are your eyes at? What is your hand placement looking like? What are you looking at? Backfield sets. Come on, bro.
Hey,
like, what are we doing?
Come on, bro.
So Uga, I want to talk ball with you a little bit. So now, so being a D-line coach, well, Mike too. I'm at. So this is
Hold
for
up,
everybody.
pause,
I'm gonna open.
We can't speed past that, brother. You want to talk what with him?
We talking ball. I didn't say balls up. I said ball up. Yeah, come on now.
Singular.
You can't catch me.
Singular.
That's why I this was already thought out when y'all was finishing up what y'all was saying. So this for all of y'all. So y'all, cause y'all are D linemen. So how do you stop? So How do you stop a wing T team? What are you telling your D lineman?
A wing T team.
You're not going. Obviously, you probably don't see it in
You
college.
need beef up front. You need. I'm as a three tech, as a nose, a shade. I'm gonna speak from the front.
Yeah.
You need somebody. You need at least one person that's gonna demand a double team every single time. You need a beef.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And not only do you need beef, because that's gonna eat up space, but you like we all know, you need somebody that's gonna use hands. Strike. You need a good get off.
Yeah.
Good strike across the board. You're gonna need a good get off, because you know one thing about a wing T, they're running the ball. The next thing, gap integrity.
Yeah, that's
don't
about
have
it.
gap integrity, it's over with.
Okay.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So everybody got to know their assignment. You know, they used to say, coach at NSU used to always tell us, do your 111. Meaning, everybody do your one assignment. You got your gap integrity. And it goes back to the guy in front, the centerpiece, your nose guard in the wing T. Because usually in the wing T, you're going to have a zero. It's a little bit easier to do it with a zero. I mean, you can run it with a shade, 4-man front, however you want to slice it up. But you need somebody to try to get that double team. And if you don't, your backer's going to come in important too, because
they have to.
Gap integrity, man. And then, I mean, I feel like wing T's nowadays, though, if you do run into a team that try to pull out the old school wing T, they're going to run more on the outside instead of running inside, because
Well, no, it always comes back. Wing T, like all the runs come back in, most of them.
See,
they known to hit back inside.
See, our high school team that we played against in Carrollton, or we played against Carrollton, they could not run it inside. So they started switching up their wing T and then bouncing everything outside the tackle, because all of us linebackers, D-line, we all, the front seven, like boxed in, like we bunched up. So next thing up is my DBs, and that's how Eli did not get a
DB
ring.
so
I'm gonna let Uka go before I say anything.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Uka.
Let me see. You say wing T, like anything.
So I'll give you a play. So if you defending like Buck, or you defending counter.
Yeah.
You know Buck Sweet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pin pull.
And it's all gap blocking.
Pin pull counter, yeah. So I think the most important thing for stopping those type of teams, like just pin pull teams, counter teams, gap scheme teams, off front, you gotta get into the body of the O-lineman first and play physical and play vertical. Right. You can't play lateral. Like, you can't let them get movement, because then after they get movement and they get space to go to the next level, you're cooked. Your D-line has to be able to take up all the interior gaps by themselves. Like, if you don't have a D-line that can take up the interior gaps, or take up all the gaps in general, and play on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage in the backfield, then you're cooked. Like, I'll give you an example. We played Georgia Southern last year, and they beat us up pretty bad. That was one of our few losses. And when we were playing, and they're a big gap scheme team. Like, they ran counter the whole time, like straight to the boundary. And we were gap sound, but we weren't getting vertical knockback. We weren't getting penetration. Like, we were wrong arming stuff, or we were playing lateral, playing flat on the line of scrimmage. This year, like, we knew what we had to stop. I'm like, yo, hey, they're gonna run counter again. It's the same coaching staff, same old line, just older. And I'm like, yo, like, what do y'all want to do? And like, we played Georgia Southern like the 4th game of the year, so it was like get backs. I'm like, yo, like, y'all knew how we messed up. Like, we weren't vertical, we weren't that physical. We were playing flat. We were wrong arming, and we weren't putting hands on pullers. And this year, I think we held them to like 20 yards rushing just by playing vertical, and like our D line took over the game. It's like, yo, like, and then obviously, as D line people, like, we're prideful. Like, we want the game to be put on our shoulders. Right. If your D line isn't playing with vertical knockback, and isn't killing pullers or swipers, like, man, you can't stop wing T, counter, or like regular inside zone.
Right. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's just stuff like that. Like, you got to play with your hands, play vertical, play extension, and get off blocks, and like take up as many gaps as possible, so like your linebackers are free and can come downhill and make the tackle. If you don't allow pullers to get to your backers, you're gonna win the game, or win the rep, or win gas scheme. Is when the gas scheme is getting up to your second level, third level, then you're screwed. So I think anytime you play the wing T, like Eli said, is legit all about the D line. Like, is your D line getting penetration, or are they getting pushed off the ball, or playing flat and ripping and running and getting blocked?
Yeah.
My
Go
thought
ahead, Mike.
process
Yes.
to piggyback off of that is, yeah, like both of them said, is I tell my guys, or even like across the board, like even when I watch games now, it's about the D line. What are the trenches up there doing? Because you're
Yep.
gonna win or lose with the trenches. In a wing T team with the pullers, depending on who's the guy that's pulling a lot, I have that guy in a shade. I have a 5 outside, 3 backside, so basically an under front. I'll be more in the 3-4 look, so I have 3 down linemen with the extra linebacker coming up that can play like a hybrid defensive end, but can
Correct.
also drop in the
Yep.
coverage that has the speed. But like Uka said, if you don't have good eyes, good hand placement, that's half the battle. And like to piggyback off of what Eli said, the nose is the key to the whole operation. Reason being, he's going to command that double team because I'm thinking my nose is this guy that's like a dude. Like to make it easier, like let's talk about Georgia. Jordan Davis was that anchor in the middle. You feel
Yep.
me? If he got movement, it's going to be a long day for the defense. When he did not get movement and he's playing on the line of scrimmage or in the backfield, that's when everything got easier for the rest of the team. So that's what I'm trying to. I'm not going to say I model my game after that, but you need a nose or defensive line that's a dog. So you have to have good eye placement. So I'll probably have the guy, depending on where they're shaded or where that guy's pulling at, I have that nose in a shade on that same side. So he already has leverage so he doesn't get beat across the face, because if they get beat or reached across their face,
Yep.
they're already freaking beat. So I'm telling that dude, it's a 1 gap. So you getting off the ball. You're not 2 gapping. You're not reacting and tagging. You attacking, reacting. So you getting off the damn ball, looking at that shoulder tip. You feel me? Hopefully you can beat that damn puller and blow it up in the backfield.
Yep.
But that edge in that 5, that's the dude that's going to have to like really mess it up, because how he gets off, he can mess up the puller, he can mess
Yep.
up everything. And now you give the linebackers time to straight, because at the
Exactly.
end of the day, I want the D line to make a wall. So it's like my body, his body, somebody's getting in that gap.
My
Use the
body
sideline
all over your body.
basically to get to that sideline, you feel me? So basically what I want to happen, which will ultimately happen because now they're seeing that we're playing it well, they're going to cut back. So when they cut back, who's already taking on the double team? That 3 technique and that 5 backside is going to be right there. And that linebackers on the backside is going to make the play. So you either should get a 1 to 2 yard gain. And if you do that 4 downs, go ahead, offense, go ahead and get ready, because that's only
Easy
8
money.
yards, my boy.
Easy money.
Yeah.
So that's it.
That's some talk for your ass from the D line.
Real
D
coaching,
line
man.
gurus. You know
The
what I
Man.
trench
mean?
mob right there.
That's
For
right.
sure.
That's
No,
all.
but
That's
I
all.
ask
That
you.
was just I wanted to hear. I just needed to, you know what I mean? Pick y'all
Yeah,
brains on
for,
that.
Come on.
yeah, because any player they're going to hear this, you know what I'm saying, they going to know. And if you don't know, you're going to learn something from the
Now
show.
you know.
And you want to know
Man.
what, Uka, you want to know what we just did for you too? Now we just put out there what you looking for recruiting wise. Okay.
Oh,
Man,
yeah.
because I was going to ask you, Ook, matter of fact, I'm
Hello.
going to ask you now, because I got another question. But I'm going to ask you, Ook, recruit me. Sell me on JMU with this new generation. We all know NIL.
Yeah.
I'm not saying JMU don't got NIL money. Hey, listen, I know y'all got it. You feel
Yeah.
me? I don't know how often y'all give it, but I know y'all got it. Take me through your process. You walk through a young man's living room, no matter the circumstance, if he comes from a poverty, 1-parent home or a 2-parent home living nice, or that middle class. How do you recruit somebody to come to JMU that may say hold an offer from I don't know, we'll say a Virginia or Virginia Tech or somebody, like, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
They got some offers. Let's say they may be a 3-star, you know what I'm saying? How do you get that guy to come to JMU?
Well, first and foremost, I'm going to say, is Virginia or Virginia Tech in the playoffs right now?
Talk that talk.
Okay.
Talk that talk. Ooh.
The last time that JMU has played Virginia or Virginia Tech, who won the game? JMU. JMU hasn't lost a game against a school in Virginia in 10 plus years, and that includes going to Virginia Tech and beating VT when they were top 10 in the nation, going to Virginia 2 years ago, beating Virginia at Virginia, taking over their whole stadium.
Take over your truck.
Went to North Carolina last year and had the whole stadium chanting JMU. In the past 2 years since we've been here, I think on the given down, you have 4 D linemen playing, right? All right. So 4 times 2, if you take 2 years, you have 8 D linemen playing. In 2 years, we have 6 D linemen all conference in the past 2 years. So 6 out of our 8 D linemen that play on the D line is going to be all conference. 2 of them are all American. We've led the Sun Belt in sacks back-to-back years. Number 2 overall defense this year. Number 1 defense in the Sun Belt in everything for the past 2
Man,
years.
somebody give me my JMU commitment hat, man.
If you want to win, you come to JMU. We are the winningest program that has transitioned from FCS to FBS ever. 40 wins in 5 years, I believe. And then in the past 2 years that we've been bowl eligible, we made a bowl game last year, won that.
Yeah.
And then this year, didn't make a bowl game, made the playoffs, and about to win that.
Hello.
So, you know what I'm saying? I think it's about, do you want to win? And if you're a D lineman, do you want to play good D line and be coached by great D line coaches? And I'm talking more so about Coach Daniels than myself because hey, I know that I'm still growing and learning, and I'm not as great as he nearly is. And like I said, I'm his assistant. He just blessed me with opportunity to coach the DNs. And we're a great team. But you know what I'm saying? If you want to play great D line, come to JMU. You'll get sacks, you get TFLs, you get coached on technique, on fundamentals, and we have 2 or 3 D linemen that are in the league right now. And then again, if you just want to be in a winning culture, JMU, all they do is win, regardless of who's coaching or who is the head coach. Like, they win regardless of who the coach is, because people thought that it was Coach Signetti, who's a great coach. Coach Shekin came in and they won again. So I think it's a culture that has been implanted in the JMU culture. It's not the coaches, it's the players that have played here, and the culture and that they have set. It's the foundation that has been built over years and years. Coach Daniels, the D-line coach, is a 2-time All-American D-lineman here. So your coach is a 2-time All-American D-lineman here that could have went to the league, but wanted to coach and get back to the players. So I think that's the main thing. Do you want to win? Come to JMU. Oh, you want to play great D-line football and get developed? Oh, you come to JMU again. You want to get sacks? Come to JMU. PFLs, come to JMU. Oh, you want to get looked at from the pros? Come to JMU.
That boy sound like Suge Knight.
The G5
dancing in the video. Come to
like
bro.
You know what I'm saying? It's like people think JMU and they think, okay, well, they were FCS back then. Even when they were FCS, they were going up to P5s and beating it. Oh, well, now we're G5. Oh, we're your G5 team. Hey, well, we're the G5 team from VA or that went to the playoffs. Hey, there was 2 teams that could have gone to the playoffs from Virginia, JMU or VA. And you see what happened with that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, shout out to them boys at Virginia.
Shout out to Virginia, though. Shout out to Virginia.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Virginia. All them boys over there. But, you know, this about JMU today.
Hey,
facts.
So Uka, I'm glad you brought that up, man. JMU, you guys made the playoffs this year. Major congratulations. A lot of teams will never do that in their history. You know what I'm saying? A lot of coaches and players will never get to experience that. So one of the last few questions I wanted to ask you is, what is your message to your players going into a game of this level, this magnitude? Like, how do you, like, what are you saying to your guys? Like, look, it's here now.
Oh, I mean, first and foremost, this game isn't special. It's important, but you've been here before. You guys have been winners before. You know what I'm saying? Like, people are thinking that we're happy to be here. We're just happy to go along for the ride. We expect to win over here. This is James Madison University. We expect to win. James Madison University has 2 national championships in the past 25 years. Granted, they were FCS, but it's still championships. JMU before FBS was in the playoffs every year up until they couldn't go anymore because they were transitioning to the FBS.
Right.
JMU expects to be in the playoffs, whether it's FCS or FBS. Like, we expect to win over here. So again, this game is important, but it's not special because y'all been here before. Y'all been winners before. Everyone that's been on this team are winners. Like, they're not afraid of the moments. We expect to be in the moments. I think I think the main thing with JMU that people have to understand is that we're humble and we're blessed to be an opportunity because again, it's harder for G5s to get to this to the playoffs. But at the same point though, we didn't go into the season talking about, oh yeah, we want to win 8 games, 9 games. We talking about, hey, so in January, this is who we're probably going to be playing, and now we're here. You know what I'm saying? So we expect to be in the moment. So the players aren't shell shocked; they're ready for the moment.
For sure. I think that's important, man. Embrace the competition. You got Oregon, man. Me personally, if I'm on that team as a player, I'll be looking at it like not just Oregon, but any team their own. I get a chance to showcase why we are here. This is we didn't get here by chance. We belong here, like you said. You know what I'm saying? Y'all been winning. So it was good. I'm glad you know what I'm saying, y'all got that mentality, man. I'm excited for the game. I'm expecting big things for the whole JMU fan base, man. And plus, just from a fan's perspective, I love an underdog story because y'all love the underdog.
For
you know what I'm saying?
sure.
It ain't like y'all don't know that, but you know what I'm saying? I know you got meetings and stuff coming up, so
Yeah, absolutely.
we're gonna wrap this thing up, man.
I appreciate y'all, man.
I do want to ask you
Appreciate
this.
you for coming on.
I
For
appreciate
sure.
all y'all, man. It's a blessing to be part of y'all program, man.
I want to ask you this, the last question, and this I should have asked you this earlier.
Yeah.
For those of you that don't know, you heard him say his high school coach, Coach Miles Garrett. Uka was also behind Miles Garrett on the team. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like that. That was his.
You left that out.
We played on the same team. Yeah,
they played at Martin together.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this: with that being the knowledge, give me your because you played defensive end yourself.
Yeah.
Give me your top 5 defensive end, past to present.
Oh, sheesh, man, past or present. Okay. So I'm a Dallas boy, obviously. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I gotta put up first and foremost the dude that made me want to play DN, DeMarcus Ware. You know what I'm saying? Gotta give a shout out to my homeboy, up from high school, Miles Garrett. Gotta put him up there. People sleep on him because he's getting older now, but one of the only defensive MVPs of the Super Bowl, Von Miller, Dallas boy again. Dallas boy again. And then obviously, I mean, some people call him outside backer. LT is one of the GOATs. You can't leave him out. I'm gonna call him a DN. And then shoot. Oh, hey, and gotta go with another Texas boy, not from Dallas, but from Houston. Michael Strahan.
Okay.
Michael Strahan from Texas?
Yeah, he's from Texas.
I didn't know that.
Come on now.
Man,
Come on now.
I only recognize him for, got that gap in him,
Hey, me too.
Tick that tongue. But nah, man. But yeah, man, I appreciate you coming on, bro, taking the time out today.
Appreciate
like I
y'all.
said, I'm excited to see y'all game next week, man. I'm happy for you, just as from a fan standpoint, from a brother standpoint, former teammate, however you want to look at it, man. I'm extremely proud of you, extremely happy for you. We will be tuning in for sure.
Done yet.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, man, ring that boy up, man. It's coming, man.
Yes, sir.
Hey, listen. Hold on. Talking about ring now. Hey,
come on, you gotta flex on him, man.
Hey,
you gotta flex.
This isn't the only JMU ring coming. This isn't the only JMU ring coming. And we got more JMU. Shout out to James Madison University. Shout out to the Dukes. And we got more on top for y'all. Y'all stay tuned Saturday.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Well, that concludes, man. Appreciate y'all tuning in for The Real Understands Everything, man. We will be back with more guests, more conversations. You know what I'm saying? We always tell y'all, man, we're going to have real conversations and raw emotions, man. That's what you got out of this episode for sure. If you didn't learn anything else, you learned about a D lineman. You learned about JMU. You learned about the winning culture, and you learned about Coach Uka Essang, man. We're going to end it there.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you.